Oh boy. Hey everyone, it's Benny, and I want to talk about the Cayo Perico heist, specifically the effect that the recent nerf seems to be having on the community as a whole. You've probably already seen YouTubers like Ty talk about this, and let's just say the overwhelming opinion is very not positive, but I'm actually going to be talking about why I think this is a change that needed to happen even though no one may necessarily have wanted it. We'll start with the cooldown because that is arguably the biggest change and it's what most people seem to be complaining about. Now, first of all, can we just take a minute to calm down and look at this objectively? Cayo Perico is overpowered. No one wants to admit it, especially not low levels or money grinders or people just wanting to have a casual experience in the game. Well, I'm a casual, so let me tell you guys my experience. I also happen to be a money grinder, 100% legit on this new character I've made, and like 99.999% not legit on my other character, but those glitches that I had on my other character are mostly just like I think I had one duplicated Deluxo just because I didn't want to pay for another because I was like a seriously low level at the time. And the other is like the obvious, Benny's wheel glitches, but I mean no one really counts that anyway, so I don't know why I am. I'm also a low level. As I've said, I've made a new character lately, as you can see, and I can say firsthand, yeah, the game is actually better now as a low level because there's all sorts of ways to make money even as a low level. I feel like not enough people are talking about that change, which is a huge change for the better. In the past, Rockstar has not been friendly to new players. They've always made stuff oriented specifically for veterans, which, I mean, it's great for people like me who have been in the game for a long time, but not so much people who are just jumping in. Now they're going the other way while still going in the direction for new players. Like, yeah, there's still tons of stuff for old players, but new players will just be able to jump in and find their way around after playing long enough, which is a huge step in the right direction. Thanks to this update, there's a whole bunch of stuff now where a new player can just jump in, they find something they like, and then they stick with it. Let's say, for example, they pick the CEO stuff. They have all the means they would need now to get started. They get the CEO office with the friggin' starter pack, for crying out loud. They buy themselves a warehouse, whatever they think they can afford, and they just start stocking up on crates and sell. Will they need someone to help them out? Yeah. But the fact that you can just jump into it and be like, oh my god, I'm making some money now. And it's not super unforgiving. Like, I'm so glad. I am so glad Rockstar have started making this so much better for new players. And that's not including the nightclub. I think the nightclub is now the most solo-friendly business in the entire game. Like dead on. Like, it is literally just as easy as above ground, make sure your nightclub is running well. Make sure the popularity stays up. Every now and then you just do like the VIP thing, and that alone will keep your popularity up. If you want to make even more money, get yourself the warehouses underneath. Call, what was his name, Johan? Yeah, you call Johan every now and then, and you get yourself some stock. If you happen to have other businesses, you throw that in, and you can do that as a new player because the starter pack does come with the CEO office. You can get yourself a cheap warehouse, and that will get you some kind of nightclub stock. Now, this isn't meant to like make you super rich. I mean, this is talking from the perspective of a new player. But the fact that Rockstar is taking strides in this direction is a huge deal. So, I think, yeah, the Cayo Perico nerf was worth it, and as I've said, I think it needed it. Cayo Perico was overpowered the day that DLC released, because the Diamond Casino heist, while it wasn't like super overpowered, it was definitely the new end all. Like, it was a thing that you get that you never have to grind anything again. Then Cayo Perico came out, and it was even more overpowered. Like, people were already finding these crazy strats to make money super quick. And for better or worse, it just shattered what bit of an economy the game had left. Well, now not only is that nerfed, and it's not even a nerf, it's just a cooldown. Like, if anything, Cayo Perico pays more now than ever, because the secondary targets have been buffed. Not to mention, if you get the tequila, you're all but guaranteed to get something else the next time you play. So, I really don't understand why so many people are complaining about this change. Does it suck? Yeah, it does kind of suck. Because, oh no, we can't spam the same overpowered and boring mission over and over again. Now listen, when Cayo Perico first came out, I was all for it. I was so glad that we finally got a heist that we could play completely solo. And looking back, I kind of wish I'd known how monotonous Cayo Perico would have gotten. I mean, you're basically left to the mercy of RNG throughout the entire thing. Everything in this heist is randomized with the exception of the map. Well, I mean like the physical map, everything around the map, you're at the mercy of RNGs. But it pays well. Like, that's it. It's solo and it pays well. I guess it really doesn't take a lot to impress people, huh? And I actually think that the best balance of pays a lot and is fun to play was the casino heist. I still to this day think that was one of the best updates this game has ever gotten. Because yeah, it did pay like a lot, but it didn't completely obsolete everything that came before it. I mean, everything that came before it definitely paid less, but it was still worth doing to a degree. Because let's say you start doing preps for a casino heist. Well, you could throw in like your bunker and then do that later. You can't really do that with Cayo Perico because the bunker pays nothing in comparison for the time that you put in. What this cooldown is doing is it is, in fact, getting other people to play other stuff. It is doing that for a fact. I have already been in so many sessions where people were doing other things. Like, it is unreal. And granted, that may also be because we can do stuff in invite only for once, but my point remains the same. People are doing other things now. I have seen lobbies where people are doing sales. I've seen the occasional MC crew. I've seen people doing crates. I've seen people doing nightclub. Like, people are actually doing other things. It's not much, but it's a start. And for once, I'm actually happy for anyone jumping into the game because they are going to have a good shot at having fun. More than anything else in any game, fun comes first. That should be the first thing that a player expects in a game. They should be able to have fun with what they have, and for once, it is actually going to be possible to do that. Now, I do think there's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed further. Like, there's a lot of bugs and glitches that need to be fixed. Rockstar really needs to get in and start moderating their game because, holy hell, it is still very toxic. And, obviously, the prices in the game need to start going down. But, you know, I will give credit where credit's due. I usually criticize the hell out of Rockstar these days, but I am going to give them credit. This change needed to happen. No one wanted it, no one expected it, but it needed to happen. And I stand by that opinion firmly. So, I mean, that's it. If you have any thoughts on this, let me know down below. If there's a point I may have missed, please do tell me. With that out of the way, leave a like and subscribe, I guess, but I just really wanted to talk about this. I'm out. Stay safe, guys.